So I determined I didn't like that I didn't know the answers to all these questions. And I determined, well, I'm going to find out what is the meaning of life? What's the purpose of life? Why am I here? What happens when you die? I'm going to find out the answers to all those questions. So I started reading everything I could, all the philosophies, all the religious works that I could get my hands on, trying to search for what is truth? What are the answers? And in doing that, I remember running across, I believe Time Magazine probably ran a cover story along similar lines, and I was looking through that, and they mentioned Hal Lindsey's book, The Late Great Planet Earth. And they, in doing so, they said, well, there are these prophecies in the Bible. And I said, well, that's the first I've heard of that. So I went over to the Christian bookstore at the local mall, and I found uh, The Late Great Planet Earth. And I read that, and I said, well, this is really true. So I got a copy of the Bible, and I started looking through there, and I verified, yes, all these prophecies were fulfilled. And so I said, well, if it can only be found in the Bible, then that authenticates the Bible as God's word. It verifies that God wrote this. So I went and I looked, can I find this anywhere else? And I simply could not find this anywhere else. The Quran did not have it. The Quran purported to have fulfilled prophecies, but when you looked at them, they just weren't there. And I looked at things like, well, some people said Nostradamus was this great foreseer of the future. So I went and I got books on Nostradamus, and I thought, well, maybe he was a prophet of God. And I read through all these quatrains that he had put together and found really it's just a bunch of gibberish.